Hello everybody, Dylan Cachet here, and welcome to another episode of Dylan's Disney Movie Reviews. Why don't we just skip the prologue and get right on with the review? Released to Disney Channel on February 16th, 2001, the movie is Motocrossed. The film starts with a teenage boy named Andrew Carson, played by Trevor O'Brien, training for a motocross race with help from his father Edward, played by Timothy Carhart.
Well, that felt pretty fast.
In 3 weeks, you're going to be racing with pros from all over the Southwest. Pretty fast isn't going to do it, Andrew. Let's try it again. This time, don't let off until you hit that line, okay? Then, get back on the throttle here, okay? Let's do it.
All right.
Nothing in my life ever came with a guarantee.
Andrew's twin sister Andrea, played by Alana Austin, then arrives home and shows Edward her new cheerleader trophy.
Whoa, sweetheart, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Andy, let me check it out. That's so awesome.
Guys, can we talk about this at dinner? Right now, Andrew really needs to stay focused.
But Dad, I was just checking out the trophy. I mean,
Well, honey, wouldn't it be okay if he took just a little break?
Listen, everyone, we've been over this. Winning this series means a full factory sponsorship. We get bikes, parts, money, everything we need to make a run at a national title. Now, do we really want to risk that because we didn't get all the practice in that we could?
Dad's right. Better get back to work. Besides, you're giving up too much speed on that last turn.
Meanwhile, Jason, played by Scott Terra, is working on his bike, and his mother, Geneva, played by Mary Margaret Humes, calls for him.
Get inside and change. Oh, don't sit on anything.
I'm not even that greasy. What are you talking about?
Later after dinner, Andrew and Andrea are told by their mom that she and their dad are going into the city tomorrow.
Just try not to get in too much trouble while I'm gone, and oh, keep an eye on your little brother. Night.
all right.
They're gonna be gone for a whole day.
How sick is that?
The next day, the twins go motocrossing, and then...
Andrew, are you okay? Whoa.
So Andrew has hurt his knee, and Edward tells Andrea that he doesn't want her racing.
It's too dangerous, okay?
Come on, let's get your brother home.
Dude, I had you.
Okay, maybe now's not the best time to be talking about that.
It's true, though. I saw it.
Later, Edward's getting ready to go to Europe to find a replacement rider for Andrew. Andrea says that she can ride, but Edward refuses to let her.
Who's joking? I can do it.
Yeah, Dad, you've seen Andy. She rips.
I know she does, Andrew, but this is the pros.
But Dad, you...
Andrea, look, I realize this is partially my fault for letting you ride as long as I did, and for the life of me, I can't figure out what I was thinking. But, and I want to say this again, okay? I want you to start concentrating on things that a 15-year-old girl should be concentrating on. And that does not include racing motocross.
But Dad, you need my help.
No, what I need is a real professional rider. Okay? That's what I'm gonna go find.
The next day, Andrea receives her NSYNC tickets and calls Kelly.
Kelly, it's Andrea. I got the tickets. They just came. Okay, so here's the deal. I've got 2 tickets, and you gotta ask your dad if you can go. You gotta let me know as soon as possible, okay?
Honey, NSYNC is gonna have to wait a minute. I gotta use the phone.
But Mom,
Honey, you can call her back.
I have to call you back. Okay. Bye.
Andrea hears that the motocross series was moved up to 2 weeks and the first race is Saturday and somebody has to be in for the first race or they can't qualify for the cup. So Andrea enters the race as Andrew. She scrapes her arm, which Geneva sees later at dinner and becomes suspicious.
What in the world?
I tripped over myself. You know me.
Was that before or after you took clothes to those poor underprivileged motocross racers?
Later, Andrea goes to a store as Andrew to pick up some boots, and Jimmy Bottles, played by AJ Buckley, says that the parts he ordered are ready.
The parts. Right. Yeah. I'm just fired up about getting my motorcycle running again.
Oh, yeah, I heard, man. Gnarly crash. Yeah, not enough to keep you out of the Cup Series, though.
Nah, dude. I'm all over it.
Killer. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll go get the parts for you. Anything else you need?
I wanted to check out some boots.
Boots. Right over there.
Andrew then arrives to pick up the parts, and Jimmy is confused about his crutches.
You did not have those crutches a second ago.
Would have been kind of tough to get over here without him.
You're messing with me, right?
Are you feeling okay? I get it. You've been spraying air filters with the windows closed again, haven't you?
No, well, yeah. Yeah, maybe that's it, yeah. So, you find any boots?
No. I don't need boots. Just the parts. My mom will be over from next door in a minute to pay for them.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you mind if I use the bathroom, Jimmy?
No, bro, it's all yours. Help yourself.
Andrea then comes back with the boots and then heads to the changing room. Andrew and Geneva approach the counter and Jimmy's now really confused. Andrew then goes over to the changing room and sees Andrea cut her hair to look like his for the race.
I think changing is an understatement.
What happened to your hair?
This is some deep-seated psychological father-daughter reaction thing, isn't it?
Look, admit it. This could work. I show up dressed as you, acting like you, race. We stay in the series, and then as soon as Dad comes back, we switch back riders.
There's so much wrong with that plan.
Name one thing.
How about Mom? She'll freak. She'll absolutely freak. Not to mention if Dad finds out, he's gonna ground us. You know that?
Neither one of them is gonna find out, are they, Jason?
Why do you always look at me when you say?
So Geneva becomes really suspicious about what's going on. She then finds out and reluctantly lets Andrea race. So Andrea signs up for the race and meets Bob Arness of Phil Rahman's Motorsports, played by Mark Curry.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. Heard a lot of good things about you.
Great, thanks.
You know, there was a rumor that you broke the leg. I figured you'd be a no-show.
Well, you know what they say about rumors.
But they start with a kernel of the truth. Look, hey, I'm Bob Artis from Phil Rowland's Motorsports. We're the one that's putting on this series. You know, we need to talk. I want to find out about the man beneath the helmet. Excuse me 1 second. Bob Artis. Yes, I'm here at the starter's table. Yes, I was just about... Yes, you're right, you're right. I'll be right there. Okay. My boss, fair yet demanding. We'll do this later.
Man beneath the helmet. Great.
During the first race, Andrea comes in last.
Now, honey, you didn't really expect to beat all those guys your very first time, did you?
Yeah, but I didn't think I was gonna be in the way.
You finished the race, that's all that matters. Now you do the same thing in the next heat. You've accomplished what you came here for.
There she is. I showed the girls what you did, and they were hoping if you would mind.
Really? Don't see why not. Looks like we have a very long day ahead of us. Did you know I was a trophy girl when I was your age?
Really?
I was.
During the next race, Andrea is in the lead, but then she falls off her bike.
Well, that didn't last too long. I guess when you're fighting for that big factory money, your manners are right out the window there.
That's right, Pete. There's no manners in the sport of motocross.
Andrea Andrea soon meets Dean Talon, played by Riley Smith, who takes her to his semi-truck where she meets Farron Henderson, played by Catherine Ellis.
This is Carson Andrews. Andrew Carson. He's a 125 rider. He's new.
Hi.
Tommy girl, right?
What?
Your perfume.
How'd you know?
My sister wears it. It smells a lot better on you, though.
Thanks.
You know better than to bring the competition in here.
Don't worry about it, boss. He's no competition.
Dean says that he's in love with Farron and offers Andrea a deal where he'll help her win if she talks to Farron for him.
Come on, Danny's right. You are a genius with women. All you gotta do is get her to go out with me one time. I'll do the rest.
I really would, but I don't even think I'm going to be here for the next couple of races.
What are you talking about?
Look, I really can't explain, but it's like a freaky family thing.
Well, there's gotta be some kind of way that you could just, get her to...
I can't. But, thanks for giving me the grand tour. It was really cool.
Yeah.
After talking with her mom, she agrees to Dean's deal, and so her training begins.
What's wrong?
Did I miss something? The track is like 2 miles back that way.
You wanted the secret to winning, right? Here it is. But Carson, you know how to make turns and how to jump. But what you don't know how to do is retrain. All the different surfaces. Out here, you learn all that, so when you get on the track, no matter what, you're ready.
We're on the top of the world.
Follow me.
Unite. We've got a lot of time. It sure feels like you're running behind you.
You're so cute.
Soon, Andrea talks to Farron.
Hey, you're the guy from the races, right?
Uh-huh.
Are you staying here too?
Yeah, I'm looking for Dean. You haven't seen him, have you?
Why would I see Dean?
I don't know. You guys, never hang out or anything?
Me and Dean? Get real.
Well, why not?
I don't know. I guess he's just not my type.
Well, what exactly is your type?
I'm looking for more out of a relationship than a guy who never changes out of motocross t-shirts and jeans. Spends every waking moment thinking of loopholes and knickknacks.
That's whole shots and knickknacks.
Whatever.
Well, at least he's dedicated to something.
Well, I want my guy dedicated to me.
Sorry I brought it up.
Andrea then tells Dean about this.
She's not into it. She's looking for something different.
I don't get it. What's she looking for?
Basically, as far as I can tell, she's looking for a guy who drives an expensive foreign car and who lives within walking distance of the Galleria.
Well, I can be that guy. I can just give me a chance.
Dude, you don't want to be that guy. You just trust me on this. Forget about her.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Dude, you don't want to help me with the training anymore,
No. Look, Carson, you have got major potential. All right? And tomorrow, I'm gonna work you until you can't get out there.
Thank you.
Whoa.
During the next race, Andrea comes in 7th.
7th? You finished 7th. Oh, no, it's so rad.
Later at the hotel that Andrea's staying at, she meets Dean at the food court.
Hey, dude.
Hey, what's up? You having dinner?
No. I'm just heading back up to the room.
Cool.
Hey, congrats on today. Another 1-1.
Yeah. Felt pretty good.
Then why do you look like someone just knocked you over a berm?
Just can't stop thinking about her.
Man.
Oh, it's just... It bums me out that I don't even have a chance with her.
Believe me, I know what it's like to want someone that you can't have. Believe me, look, you just can't let it get to you. You've got other things that you gotta worry about.
Hey, I'm fine. Okay, honestly, no worries.
Andrea then talks to her mom about Dean wanting Farron to go out with him.
I just want him to be happy, you know? And if that's what it takes, then yes, that's exactly what I want.
Oh, honey, you've got it bad.
How do you know?
Well, I was in love like this once.
Well, what happened?
Well, and then I met your father, and he had more money, so...
Mother!
Just kidding.
Geneva then receives a package with her new racing jacket inside.
And Andy Carson from Carson Racing continues to charge. Looks like those rookie mistakes are way in the past for this kid.
After that, Andrea gives Dean her NSYNC tickets, and Dean asks Farron to go with him.
I'm supposed to meet my father here. I got a message that he wanted to see me.
Dude, I'll tell your dad what happened. Believe me, I don't think he would want you to miss an opportunity like this.
Okay, let me just go change into my concert clothes, okay?
Dude, I so owe you.
Yeah, you do.
What are you gonna tell her dad?
Dude, her dad's not coming down. I'm the one who left the message for her. Why do you think she was standing here when we came down?
This is huge!
Andrea wins the next race, but then their father arrives and they go home.
I don't get it, Andy. You've never done anything like this before.
Dad, I just don't understand. What is so wrong about it?
It's wrong because I asked you not to do it. I stood right here. I said, stay away from motorcycles. Especially after what happened to Andrew. You think I want you getting hurt like that or worse?
But Dad, she podiumed in a pro race. I mean, don't you think that's awesome?
Of course it is. But what do you think's gonna happen when they find out she's not only not Andrew Carson, she's his sister? They're gonna take all those points you racked up away. I will be the laughingstock of the entire racing community.
But Dad, nobody is gonna find out.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
After that, Geneva talks to Edward about this.
Edward, honey, you have all these reasons why she shouldn't race. There's too much at stake. She is just a girl. Well, the truth of the matter is, she is just as good as any of those boys. And as far as her getting hurt, well, if you're willing to allow Andrew to take that risk, don't you think it's a bit hypocritical that you're not also willing to do the same thing for Andrea? I love you, honey. Don't stay up too late. Big day tomorrow.
The next day, the family meets their new rider, a man named Rene Cartier, played by Michael Cuneo.
And you must be Andrew. It's a shame about the leg. Motocross can be a very dangerous sport, you know.
Oh, honey. And this is my wife.
Oh, Madame Carson. I can't tell you how I am looking forward to all of us working together.
However, the kids don't like him, and Andrea finds him in her room.
I hope you don't mind. I need to sleep in a west-facing room so the sun does not wake me. I'm gonna need just the right amount of rest if I'm gonna compete at optimum level.
Why don't you go sleep in the garage? There's never any sun there.
Andrea, can I see you for a minute?
What? Dad, you told him that's okay. That's my room.
Honey, look. Put yourself in his position. He's a long way from home. He doesn't know anybody. It's gonna take us a while to get used to each other. Please, just do this for me. Please. Huh?
Later, Andrea sees Cartier talking to Art Henderson, and then she asks him what he was doing.
Don't walk away from me.
Please take your hands off of me.
What were you in the Henderson's trailer for?
It's none of your business. Now back off.
Look, okay, I'm not gonna back off. You may have my father fooled, but I know exactly what you're about. So once again, I'm gonna ask you.
Edward then sees Andrea fighting with Cartier and he wants her to apologize.
Apologize?
Honey, we need him to focus. He's never going to be able to if he's all worked up like this. I'll see you back at the truck.
Geneva then talks to Edward about hurting Andrea.
Edward, I love you, and I will stand by you until the world comes to an end, which it may very well do today. But you are making a gigantic mistake.
Geneva, you really want to get into this right now?
Okay, look, if somebody asked you to describe your daughter, what would you say?
Well, she's beautiful, smart. She gets along with just about everybody.
She gets along with just about everybody. If you won't listen to us, will you listen to what you just said yourself?
Edward then sees Cartier shoving Andrea, bans him from Carson Racing, and then talks to Andrea.
Dad, I was a jerk.
No, you weren't. You were trying to help. You're doing a great job, by the way.
Really?
Really. You know, no matter what you might think, when your mom and I were married and we started thinking about kids, I always prayed for a girl.
You did?
Yep.
I always thought that because,
Of the racing and everything?
well, yeah.
Well, it was pretty much the opposite. When I was racing and I got hurt, I saw a lot of my friends get hurt. I swore I'd never let my kids go through that. And I thought if we had a girl, that'd never be a problem.
And then we came along.
Yeah, you did. Funny thing is, when you have kids, no matter what you'd hope for, you're just so happy they're there and that they're healthy, you forget everything else. I guess I always held on to the hope that you'd be the one that'd be spared any of the pain or disappointment that comes with this.
Dad, but that's part of it. I mean, if it wasn't for the bad stuff, it wouldn't make winning so great.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but if it wasn't for you and your mother, there's no way Carson Racing would have gotten this far. I'm very proud of you.
I just wish that I could change what happened to Andrew, Dad. I wish that it was me.
Don't even think that. You're our only hope. We need you healthy.
So Andrea's family helps her get ready for the final race.
Show them what real speed's all about, okay? Remember, don't take your helmet off when they interview on the podium.
Well, if I'm being you, who are you gonna be?
Me? I'm just gonna be another face in the crowd.
You ready to go? Woo! What are you doing?
Hey, why mess with a winning team?
Dean then asks Andrea, thinking that she's Andrew, if his sister has a boyfriend, since he and Farron didn't have that much in common.
Besides, I think she has something for French guys anyway. So what about it, huh?
I'll talk to him. She's pretty picky, though.
Dude, come on, we're bros. Hook me up.
Tell you what, I'll think about it, and maybe we can work out some kind of deal.
All right. Anything.
As the racers get to the starting line, it turns out that Cartier is now racing for Art Henderson Racing.
Don't worry about him, honey. Just ride your race.
And Carson, definitely a threat here. I don't know what his secret is, but he's definitely made one incredible run.
Talking about racing for the win, they are throwing all the stops out, and this is the important one. This is the big one.
Well, the Carson team looking for that factory money, and it's all on the line with this final 12-lap moto.
That's right, Keith. It's going to be a battle royal for the championship.
race, Andrea and Cartier are fighting for the win. Then Cartier falls off his bike and Andrea wins the race.
What a great day for Carson Racing. The championship and the cup is theirs.
During an interview, Andrea reveals that she's a girl who took her brother's place as him.
She should be disqualified. It's a joke. She's a girl. There's got to be something in the rule book about this.
No, there's nothing. I just read the rule book again. There's not one thing that says a girl can't race.
What about having an unregistered rider racing for you? What's it say about that?
She registered Andy Carson. This is Andrea Carson. Andy for short.
So, Andy, how's it feel to be the first female to win a major motocross event?
Amazing. It was a family win, though. I mean, my dad and my brother put together my bike, and my mom ran my pit. And my little brother Jason did a full top-end rebuild between races.
So you think the factory's gonna stand behind the rules and give you the full sponsorship? You know what? There's Bob Arnett's right there. Let's see what Phil Rollins Racing has to say.
Barbara Wallens, the senior vice president in charge of racing, played by Alama Wright, arrives and allows Andrea to keep her title. At home, Geneva surprises the kids with some great news.
Our factory support budget just came in, and guess what? We get to hire a 250 rider.
That's awesome. We should start looking.
Well, there's already a boy who thinks he's up to the job. In fact, Andrea, he's right outside if you'd like to go out and meet him.
Heard you're looking for a 250 rider for next year.
Maybe. You any good?
Am I?
Were you willing to try out?
Try out. You serious?
Absolutely. You don't think we're just gonna hand it to you, do you?
Well, I thought, me being a champ.
12 laps. You beat me, you get the job. Sound fair?
Dean has signed up for it, and Andrea challenges him to a race. And that was Motocrossed. What did I think of it? I really liked it. In the end, I give this film 4 stars out of 5. Well, that's it for Motocrossed. Be sure to join me next week when I'll be reviewing the Disney film starring Mara Wilson. And if you enjoyed this video, then please tell your friends about me, leave some questions in the comments below, subscribe, and hit that like button.
This is killer. All right. Art Ekman, hear it.